Okay, today we are joined by a very lovely guest. Mm-hmm. Imagine this. You're in Theater 73 at Second City.
In Toronto.
In Toronto. You are slowly blinking. The sort of world is like shrinking around your eyes. You have pain in your stomach. You're on the ground. You are about to die of laughter.
Whoa.
And chances are, Chelsea Larkin is performing on the stage. One of the funniest improvisers, actors, writers, narcoleptics.
Oh no!
That's a good way to introduce that.
It's true. It's true. Let's get it out of the way.
Yeah. I've never actually hung out with anyone that's narcoleptic.
Daytime is fun.
What is that? Okay, what does that mean?
So I kind of come alive after 5 p.m. mentally. So it's like my day and night clocks are switched. So during the day, is when I get REM, and then at night.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Is
right.
that what it is?
Yes.
Oh, because I've heard hearing again just from interviews and people who are narcoleptic is like actors, for example, will be on a set and when they get stressed, they fall asleep.
Yes. So it's any big emotion. It could be like if I it's happened at Second City on stage.
Whoa.
Usually Gavin Pounds, shout out Gavin, has made me laugh so hard that I see black and have to hold.
Whoa.
Right.
But I'm so used to it now that I can deal with it. But it's, crying, screaming, laughing really hard, coughing, orgasm, one of those.
Wow.
So you've literally had an orgasm and then fell asleep?
Yeah, just for
The guy's like, are you okay?
Yeah, it's legal.
It's like, I swear she was conscious when we did it up till the orgasm. Up to the orgasm.
Oh, she's back. She's back.
I swear, guys.
Yes.
First of all, are there guys around?
good.
Who's he telling that to?
Well,
Who's he saying it's illegal to?
He's on the phone with 911.
Yeah. I swear, basically.
It's on a full slumber. It's like I see black spots.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm sure I think everyone after they maybe have an orgasm is like that.
Well, when I finish.
Yeah. I black out for a week.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's something else.
The extra long refractory
Yeah, that's
period.
not a narco.
Yeah.
That's
No,
something else,
that's
dude.
something else.
Yeah. It's called a bender.
Low
Yeah.
iron?
It's called iron deficiency.
Has it ever been advantageous? Have you ever used it kind of like the way sleepover energy when you're young,
Yes.
you're the craziest and dumbest you've ever been? Has anything informed it?
It helps in comedy because it's always at night. So I have the most energy when I'm doing shows.
Right.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And probably I used to work jobs where I would work early in the morning, like at a hotel. So I would work 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. to 1, which I was awake for. But then around 1, I was like, get me out of here. Wow. And this podcast began at 1 o'clock.
Here we go.
So you're about to fall
anything could
asleep.
happen today. Anything could happen.
I mean, I could save this question for later, but do you have one story that's the narcoleptic story where you're that was such a funny or weird or...
Well, I've sent so many emails while I was half asleep during the day, and they are insane. Two professional. I can read one of them. I have them saved if we want to go through them.
We'll do a segment. Chelsea's emails. Chelsea's emails. And usually it's when a segment's like that, you think it's people calling in.
Here,
for
I'll record the slug for it right now. Sleepy Talk with Chelsea.
Exactly.
Yeah. Every episode now we just get one email.
Just one. And then I look later on, I'm like, oh my God. I sent that to my boss. And it's me cottage wardrobe. You got okay? Bye. They're so bad. And then I used to work at a law firm and I would send emails like that, and that's how I knew. You
never got
Oh, I was fired.
Because of that?
Yeah.
No way.
They were your time management is so, we don't know what's going on. From 11 to 1, you do no work. And there was security footage and they showed it to me. And it's not sleeping like this. It's I was
So you're asleep working. You're sleepwalking. Not sleepwalking,
yes,
you're sleepworking.
It's very strange.
Ah.
And then the emails were law, hello, you come to place the judges, objection sent. And I was sending those to courthouses.
That's fucking nice. Okay, after the radio drama today, we're gonna definitely put in one of the emails. You're gonna read them out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, sweet.
Or no, it's better if you guys read them.
Yeah, fair enough.
And try to make sense of them.
Yeah. You know what I wish? I wish one of the prompts I put in today was narcolepsy or
Right.
sleep talking or whatever.
Well, it might come into play. You never know.
Do you know the main movie that shows narcolepsy that everyone thinks is the way.
Sleepwalking with me.
No.
Wait. It is fuck.
Okay, what's the actor?
It's a comedy, I'll tell you that.
It's no, it's not fucking no, it's not 50 First Dates.
Close.
Oh, is it Adam Sandler?
It's
Adam
one of
Jason?
his best friends.
Kevin James? No. Rob Schneider?
Yes.
Oh, at the Animal?
No.
Oh, he's in more movies.
His main one.
Oh, Joanna Man? No, it's
I
not
think
him.
it was him. And it was Amy Poehler played the narcoleptic before she was famous.
Never.
No.
Wait,
Okay,
what?
it's Deuce Bigelow.
Oh.
Wait, Deuce Bigelow.
Isn't that him?
Male
Isn't that
Bigelow?
right?
Yeah, that's
him,
right.
yeah.
So like she's bowling and then falls asleep like mid bowl.
Right, and like
yes.
stays with the ball.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was in the preview and everyone's like, is it like Deuce Bigelow? I say everyone, like two people.
Yeah.
No, people at the time that's what it was.
They
The
just yell
only
Deuce
reference.
Bigelow at you, yeah.
I thought you guys knew movies, but apparently not.
No, we only know
Our Rob Schneider fucking...
That's on the cusp of your.
Our Rob... Am I too loud
S
today?
is pretty. No, it's there's just something up. There's a ghost in the machine, so I'm just.
Our Rob Schneider, what's it called? Factoids. It's running low.
Yeah, is he in any Chris Nolan movies?
Then I'll know him. Yeah.
Then he'll know.
Also, just such a weird inside baseball thing, so no one might get this, but you know, Paul, was it Ayoshi?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ayoshi? I can't get over how much he reminds me of Rob Schneider. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's just every time I see him perform, I'm like, that's Rob Schneider. Man.
No.
I could see it.
I don't know. Paul doesn't remind me of anyone because he's so unique and god damn it, I could watch that guy do.
So funny, dude.
I could just watch him read the newspaper.
Yeah, he's one of those.
Yeah.
He's one of those that's just like naturally. It's like the Amit
Really?
kind of factor a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Should we
I
like
think
warm
we're
up with a little game?
I gotta. You want to do mind meld or do you want to do the opposite mind meld that I was telling you?
I don't want to do either.
What do you want to do?
I want to do the sex with me but movie terms.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So we were thinking just to kind of get our brains going. We've
For
been
those
doing a
who
lot
don't
of
know how
mind
to-
meld, and
Yes.
that's all our
A bit
clips.
too much?
So we're trying not to do that. But sex with me, like you get a word, and then you say sex with me is like a blank,
Like an innuendo.
and then you come up with a punchline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear how I intro that?
Yeah.
Always?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to copyright this because I feel like I made this up and then people do it. Uh-oh. Okay. I
Fall
say-
asleep, guys.
No, just blame it on sleepiness if I say something wrong. I say, we get a suggestion and we tell you how sex with us is like that suggestion. For example, if you said coffee, I might say, sex with me is like coffee. It's hot and you're going to have to take a shit after. And then people go crazy.
I like that one. And then you can't beat that one, so you're fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
But we were thinking film terms,
Yeah.
Or film, like,
film objects, anything related to film.
you pick the objects.
Okay, so I'm trying to look up like random film term generator, but there's no.
Let's start very, like, on brand to the podcast real quick.
Okay, the screenplay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Screenplay. Okay.
so sex with me is like a screenplay, dense and unreadable.
Sex with me is like a screenplay. I'm up all night.
Sex with me is like a screenplay. A guy you went on a date with did it. What? Oh, no, sorry.
Okay.
Let me redo that.
Yeah.
Sex with me is like a screenplay. A guy you went on a bad date with will it.
Okay.
Oh, nice. That's
Of course.
nice. Yeah.
Grammatically.
And that's
better.
really what this game's about, making sense.
And
being
grammar.
grammar. That's what this game's about. It's just proper grammar.
Oh, I got sex with me is like a screenplay. Interior, dark room, a man sits alone.
Ah, nice. Oh, sex with me is like a screenplay. I keep talking about it, but I rarely ever do it. No, that was too real. That was too real.
Okay.
guys.
Okay. Any more on that one?
Chelsea,
No.
let's burn it.
How about assistant director? Because I just thought of one for that. Assistant director,
Okay.
AD. Sex with me is like an assistant director. Hurry up and wait.
Sex with me is like an assistant director. I do this a lot. Oh. Oh.
Sex with me is like an assistant director. I do all the work, but don't get much of the credit.
Nice.
Sex with me is like an assistant director. I eat last.
Oh, nice.
It's a finger. It's a
I
finger.
got it. Yeah, I like that one a lot. That's really funny.
With a question mark at the end.
Yeah.
Sex with me is like an assistant director, extremely organized.
Oh, very surgical.
Yes.
That's funny.
Start from the top.
Yeah.
Or I don't know what that means.
Back to the top.
Okay.
Last new one, or do you have another one for that?
No, I haven't done. No more.
Okay. Let's say sex with me is like a camera. 24 frames a second.
Sex with me is like a camera. I could sit on your shoulders or get strapped to your chest for convenience.
Versatile.
And I acted it out.
Sex with me is like a camera. I usually like to see other people using it. I don't know. That was weird.
You go.
No, I can't. I thought I had something, but I was just filling the gap.
Okay, last one.
Noise.
One
Okay,
more.
last one. Last
No,
object.
One more object. Yeah, last object.
Okay. You guys got any ideas for objects?
Craft services.
Okay. Oh yeah. Sex with me is like craft service. Great spread.
Ooh, another thinker.
Sex with me is like craft service. I'm usually waiting for the next guy to finish.
Craft services. Wait, sex with me is like craft services on a table, and I'm like brought in by a bunch of people.
All right, sick.
All right, we're warmed up.
Okay,
Warmed up.
that was great.
Should we go to our next section?
Let's go to the next section.
The prompt.
Chelsea, do you know about this section of the?
I think so.
Explain to our viewers
Okay.
or listeners. Sorry.
So there is a bowl, and our keys are in the bowl. No, we choose a prompt that have been put in by us or past people, and that prompt will be what our short film is about.
Whoa,
Very
someone's been listening.
Very good. Did the homework.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pick one. I really hope it's Chelsea's.
Okay, you'll be able to tell. I have very teacher writing, but also what I wrote is bad.
Fuck, it's mine.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean it's not bad. 5 minutes to save the world.
5 minutes to save the world.
So the world's ending, and we have 5 minutes to save it. That's the prompt.
Okay.
It's basically the whole story I gave.
Yeah.
My prompt is basically the whole film.
You just fucking wrote it.
We know how it ends.
So we're
Yeah.
done. All right, cool. So for next episode, all right.
That means mine will be saved for when I'm not
Oh,
here.
I'm so excited for that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which laugh?
For next season, even.
Oh yeah.
We'll just keep it.
Yeah.
I think in the future, maybe for the guests, we should be like only your prompts in the bowl,
That's a good idea.
right? Because we're running out of. But okay, are we cool with this then?
Yeah.
I mean, we have to be.
I know exactly.
The bowl is
That's the
spoken.
rule.
You just look very like unsure.
John
Well,
doesn't like to go back to the bowl.
Yeah.
I know it's tough. It's
Remember
tough.
that.
Well, it's just the same general fear I always have when we get the prompt. I'm like, is this the episode that breaks us?
Yeah. Every time we're like, I think we're gonna run out of ideas, but somehow we manage to get to the end. And,
Well, the key I've learned is guests, especially funny ones.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do the work, and then we just
Yeah.
like we're like yeah. Here's the thing with 5 minutes to save the world. Like it's kind of broad as well because it could be a love story trying to save the world. Like
Yeah,
you
what's
know.
world? What's the
Exactly.
definition of world?
Oh no, I didn't mean that. That's a good point though. That's
Yeah.
a good point.
Whose world?
Yeah, but I mean like it could be an action, it could be a comedy, it could be like the genre itself can be anything. Like we could make a slapstick saving the world. It's fucking Mr. Bean saving the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yes, and it doesn't necessarily need to be as literal as the prompt.
No, exactly.
Exactly.
We can stretch that get out.
like the reason I thought of this is so the reason when I was writing this down because I wanted to make it a bit broader because I was gonna say I've been watching a shit ton of Aaron Sorkin lately. Do you guys like his shit like Social Network, but then also like West Wing,
Yes.
Newsroom, Studio 60?
Oh yes.
You seen that?
Yeah.
Oh, Studio 60 is like
Yeah. What did it last
one season. That's it. So it's like a nice little it's like a Freaks and Geeks kind of thing. I got canceled after one season.
Oh yeah.
Because 30
Sorkin though?
Sorkin made this show. It was right after West Wing, and it's basically about late. It's like it's like a SNL, and it's the behind the scenes of like an SNL, like 30 Rock, but imagine drama and Sorkin. So it's like
And Matthew Perry.
and Matthew Perry, which Aaron Sorkin and Matthew Perry and Bradley Whitford.
I
Oh
know.
my god,
Matthew Perry is such a bad luck string of pilots. Or
Yeah.
not pilots, but first
first
seasons.
seasons that just never got picked up.
Yeah.
But it's a cool show because it's like, imagine 30 Rock, but then you add politics. You add like all these real stakes and all this like crazy shit into it. Racism and all these
Sorkin
things.
dialogue.
And Sorkin and walk and talks. A shit ton of. So apparently
Yes.
30 Rock and that came out at the same time. And this one was a bit more expensive to make, and 30 Rock was already doing it, so they just kept going with 30 Rock.
Yeah.
And then this kind of got canceled.
Oh
But
man.
so the reason I brought it up is because in my head, watching a shit ton of Aaron Sorkin, it's always like, and like Social Network or Steve Jobs, the film, it's like they're always racing towards like, we gotta get this done right. Like
Yeah.
everything matters so much on this Apple launch.
The
you
stakes
know?
are
the stakes are so,
huge,
and it's
yeah.
like, or the comedy sketch for Studio 60. It's like literally we have to get this comedy sketch on air, and this is happening, and they make it seem like they're solving like a world crisis.
Yes.
So in my head, when I first thought of this, I was like, ooh, what if it's like kind of like your late night thing where it's like, it's a late night show about to happen and they have 5 minutes to figure something out, right? So I made it a bit more broader by saying 5 minutes to save the world,
Yes.
but it could be another time crunch kind of situation.
Do you guys remember? I think it was like, it must have been Cold War era because it involves nukes, but there was a bunch of Russian dudes kind of monitoring the nuke warning system. And like, you guys know the sort of mutually assured destruction thing. If Russia detects nukes coming from America, they fire all theirs in America and then they just destroy each other. So these Russian dudes were just like chilling one day and then they're like, oh, looks like America fired a nuke. And two guys were like, all right, let's fire. And the third guy, who it's like the 3 key system or whatever, or some variation of that. And this guy was like, I think that might be a mistake. And he held off for, I don't know, 5 minutes.
The American?
And then the
Russian.
Russian. This is all the Russian
Ooh,
guys.
okay.
And the Russian guy's like, I don't know.
In the
I
movie
think,
version, it'd be the American.
I think it's a mistake. And it was like a weird malfunction. But like this dude, if he had been like, all right, fuck it.
Whoa.
Wow.
Those 5 minutes could have
World War
fucking
III.
wiped us out.
Yeah.
Well, World War.
Well, yeah, none.
Dead.
Yeah. Also, I'm just going to list some world-ending films real quick.
Yes.
The Day After Tomorrow. You guys seen that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Roland Emmerich. Classic.
Yeah. Children of Men. Where it's
Mhm.
like,
Children of Men was a very good movie.
it's probably
Was.
like, it's like, yeah, it's so
Yes.
good. It's so fucking good. I've never seen 28 Days Later. That's on this.
That's not really a saving the world
No,
movie. I
that's
think
just-
it's
No, world
just,
ending, I mean.
Oh,
sorry.
world
But yeah,
ending.
you're right. I was
Okay.
looking to saving.
Yeah,
the
I
world.
looked into saving the world, and I've got Geostorm, Deep Impact, The Core,
Never seen any of these.
Armageddon. Did you see?
I've never seen.
You never seen Armageddon? It's a
No,
Criterion movie.
I know.
Oh my God.
It's a Criterion.
I kind of moved
movie.
past it when I was a kid. Like I never saw it, and then now I tried watching it because my buddy loves it, and I was like, this feels so cheesy.
It's a bit
It is.
dated.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
That's the only. I'm Legend.
Also,
he tries to save the world,
he's
my
the
God.
last man
but
alive.
then doesn't try to find the cure to save people. Remember?
Is
That's
that
the whole
also?
thing.
It's also Will Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was picturing iRobot when you said
That's a
that,
good
and I was
one,
like,
too.
I guess the robots were helping.
I like that robot. But
Yeah, well, what the fuck are you, Will? Are you robot or are you legend?
yeah. Pick one, man.
Pick one.
Okay, when you were looking at the movies, the first thing I thought of, because I just started rewatching this series, did you watch 24?
No, I've heard.
I watched
great
I
things.
watched it back in the day. But
Yes, I just was like rewatching it because like he literally says that he's saving the world in like every single episode,
Yeah.
but it's like literal because I guess America is the world, but
should we do the short form spin-off on that?
24 minutes?
Just 5
Just 5. Yeah, 5. He has 5 hours.
every episode.
or there's like people make videos now like if 24 existed when there were cell phones, like nothing would happen. It would just be like, no, it was this guy, and they're like, okay, and then it's like over.
So 24, again, I know it's really old, and I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but 24 is 24 episodes, and each episode's an hour
Of the day.
So
A crazy day.
that's exactly how they do it.
Crazy
day.
Yeah.
That's how they introduced 24.
Yes.
You are now watching. Okay, so it's 20. So each season is one day.
Yes.
Interesting. That's cool.
And Jack Bauer, he always says millions of lives are at stake,
Of course.
and we're running out of time, and save the world.
So do we like the idea of sticking to the world, or do we want to, I mean, we can go to the next section and discuss this too, but are we open to this idea that it could, not that it doesn't be a talk show or a sketch, but it's like, can it be like, oh, something's about to happen?
Yeah, like it could be someone's world, whatever that.
It could be a wedding.
There is
5 minutes to save a wedding.
Yeah, like some kind of important event that
Yeah.
is the world to someone. Because like the movies you were listing, like what was coming for the world? Water, fire,
Yeah.
zombies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's usually earth, fire, wind.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if it was something more grounded.
Yeah.
But,
Well, what if-
but the stakes felt high.
But
Yeah.
what if it is like, no matter what we pick is the stakes, like say it is a sketch, for example, like they have to get the sketch on air. It has to somehow do with saving the world though. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's if they don't get the sketch on the air.
Oh, like there's a dictator who's like, I want to see Key and Peele reunion.
Yeah. And then this one PA has to go get Key and Peele and be like, we have to get you to the
they've
thing.
been fighting the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Hall and Oates.
Hall and
Oh,
Oates.
no, a band. Yeah, a dictator's like, I want the band together. I think we're doing blue skying right now, so we should.
Okay, let's move on to the next section then.
Okay, I have one more possible thing that could be saving the world, or is that
No.
okay? I always like the idea of like when like something that you ask each other, like if the world was ending like tomorrow, like what would you spend your day doing?
Yeah.
It's another thing too, but so it's not really saving anything, but it would be like.
That's interesting because
Well,
what that makes me think of, and I know we're just blue skying it right now, but I don't want to forget this.
Okay.
But like, 5 minutes to save the world. Say the world's ending, but some like two people, for example, have been in this relationship forever, and it's just not been working, and they don't want to die in this bad space, so they have 5 minutes to like sort their shit out. You know,
Yeah.
it could be something in that world.
Well, I was thinking. I mean, this might be. We'd have to find out how to make it not too long, but it's like if there's two things going on where it's like one of the stories is like Marines or whatever, Navy SEALs in a submarine somewhere figuring shit out, and then you cut to this couple having a breakup, and somehow it intertwines where
They throw the wedding ring in
exactly
in the ocean, and it like gets in the little thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? It saves the world because their fight or their getting together saves the world.
Yes.
We've totally leaked into the blue
Okay,
sky.
let's change sections right now because we're cooking with oil.
All right,
but we
let's
got a
go.
lot of stuff.
This is the blue sky part.
Okay, yeah. So we could have two stories that go parallel, maybe.
Like one is grand.
Yeah,
Like
one is saving the world
typical-
literally, and one's figurative. Well, not figuratively, but it's another kind of world, and somehow they collide, and one saves the other.
But are they aware that their world is ending? Like the world is ending?
Oh, yeah, that's interesting because maybe they don't. Right? They're not.
Yeah,
they're
or
just
maybe like the thing they foil is about to end the world, and you could draw these parallels with the dialogue and what's happening in the other thing, maybe,
So they don't know?
or maybe not, or maybe like
I find it interesting if they don't know and they accidentally help.
that's the
world.
thing. It's just like this two stories, and this guy will never know that throwing his fucking wedding ring into the water. But I think that's kind of cheap. But
I think it's a good
that.
blueprint, but like I think we can grow on it. So like, could it be a wedding that's happening near the destruction? Could it be?
or like what?
Could it be like, or is this too much like what was that movie? Don't Look Up or something?
Yeah. With DiCaprio and
Yeah, like if it's a couple and it's like we don't know that if this guy doesn't go back to work and like do this one thing, the world will end. But he's fighting with his partner,
Oh yeah.
and it's like he's like, I gotta go back to work, like to press this button.
I don't know what my job is. I just press the button when it lights up.
You know what it is? It's like, you know that thing where like he gets to work and he's like, I forgot my fucking key that he needs. He goes back, but last night his wife caught him doing something or whatever, and she's like basically throwing his clothes out the window, and she's like, you can't come in here, and he's like, I need the key, honey, and she's like, and she doesn't know the world's ending, so she's just like,
And she eats it, and he has to wait for her to shit it out.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. No, that's not the thing.
He gets a 3-minute laxative. So
yeah. So the whole movie's about
1 minute to set it up, 3
Yeah.
minutes to wait for the poo,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
1 minute to get back
3
there.
pages of us writing just like he waits some more.
Yeah.
She grunts on the toilet.
Muffled shitting off camera.
No, but if he needs to leave or do something and that she's keeping him from because or maybe he wants to stay because they need to, I don't know. But if he doesn't go back to work, if he doesn't go back to this task.
Yeah, like that's the ultimate conundrum. Save your marriage or save the world.
But if
And if you don't save the world, your marriage is
yeah.
moot. But you can't get the key if your wife still hasn't pooped it out.
Yeah.
We're really
Metaphorically.
running with this, eh?
I mean,
really going the poop. The dookie to save the world. I think there's something there with like the two parallel stories, but also
but yeah, does story A know about story B and vice versa?
I
Or
don't think he should know. I
Yeah.
think it should be like his genuine choice, not based on like, because if he knew, he could just be like, I have to go save the world. Like, just I'll be back.
right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But if
he
doesn't
doesn't
even
know.
know, yeah.
because then to be honest, like to add that layer of like seriousness and like not make it too silly, you need that moment of like say it cuts to, I don't know, the White House or it cuts to wherever, and they're like, there's only one man, and does he know? And they're like, he doesn't know. And then it's like very cut to, like you have to kind of,
you can't reach him.
Yeah, you can't reach him, but it's very, does he know that this, I don't know, we have to figure out how to make it like smart as well. It can't just be like, oh, fucking, I didn't know I saved the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There has to be like, the stakes have to be like on the other side. There has to be characters on the other side of the story that are like having more clever conversation than him and his wife.
Right. Yeah, they'll for sure, and that can carry a lot of exposition. But like, if we go down the road, like he goes to work, sees the lights on through the window of the office. Fuck, I forgot my key. I gotta go back. Or maybe he forgot his phone too. But I was thinking if his wife's tossing the stuff, that cliche out the window, maybe his foot. Like it's like we can't get a hold of him, and then there's a shot of just a smashed phone on the floor, on the ground outside the house, and then more shit coming out. So that his inability to be accessed is a result of the fight.
And often, like, if he's at the, like, let's say the bottom of the, or near the bottom of the chain of whatever this organization is, he also, maybe he never finds out.
Even when he saves it.
Yeah, he just does it and like puts his
this.
Walkman on and like reads Calvin and Hobbes.
His Walkman, where this is the movies in the 80s, all right?
Yeah, I don't know why I just transported myself back to my late 80s.
Question, though, is why is he in the, like, and I think I like that he's at the bottom of the chain, or like he's not that important, but why does he have that much control?
Yeah.
So there has to be a reason there. Like, why the fuck?
It's like, well, okay.
Is
How
he like,
to keep, it's the government guys talking. They're like, how do we keep the world's biggest secret safe? Easy. We hire the stupidest man alive.
He won't ask questions.
Yeah.
And he's stupid. Because he's crazy.
because he's a
Crazy. But,
His wife eats metal.
You want to give our key to save the world to the guy whose wife eats metal. Yeah.
Yeah, we do. And we will not regret it, even if it's 5 minutes out.
I don't know, General. The way you're wording that sounds like it's about to happen.
women be shopping.
You watch Happy Endings?
No. Is that, I haven't seen it.
It's like Adam Pally. It's like that. It's reminding me of that.
Oh.
Women be shopping. Women be like shopping.
Wait, oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's so funny.
Wait, the girl from 24 was in that. Whoa.
Oh, Alicia Cuthbert?
Yeah.
She's in 24?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the daughter.
Canadian.
She gets kidnapped a lot.
It's almost too much. It's almost like, dude, what are you doing?
Like, your dad's going to come. He's going to torture someone. Like, we know.
Oh, it's Jack Bauer's daughter.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. You're doing tasks. Okay.
Well,
I'm just trying to jot this stuff down so we
Okay.
don't. No, riffing is great. That's what this medium is for.
Do we? Okay, you know the parallels. Because here's my thing. I don't think we shouldn't have to have the trouble of like hiring and he's the stupidest man. Like,
Yeah.
I think the simpler version is, or not simpler, but like the more like throw ourselves into this story is like you have a Jack Bauer character and he's like he gets there. He's like supposed to help and he's like, all right, well, where's the key? And everyone else quiet and it's like, where's the key? And they're like, well,
The janitor has it.
well, Eddie, well, see, that's why the janitor. Like, I want the reasoning for that. Why is this one that is it? Janitor? Is it Eddie the intern? Is it like what's the reason that not Jack Bauer but someone else has the key?
Maybe it was on the ring for like the van, and then he just jumped in it to drive home to his wife at lunch or something because she's mad at him.
Yeah,
But like the key is also
Could be, because they would. Yeah.
It's like how do we make it like legitimately important, but also
Do we make the reason that like that's his one job or one of his only jobs, the guy who has a key, and it's like something they never need, where it's like, you know, it's like a fail safe. It's like a fourth key. They already have 3 keys, but one of them got murdered or one of them got like just make a little stake, and then it's like, wait, so the only other key left is this one fucking kid,
like Paul
who works for
Blart
us?
style.
Yeah. Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Like as in he.
For those who don't
Yeah.
know, Paul. When she says Paul,
For those who aren't familiar with the Blart verse,
yeah, the Blart verse. Yeah. The acclaimed franchise Paul. What is it? Blart or Bart?
Blart.
Blart. Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Yes.
Yeah.
sounds like a vocal warm up.
Yeah.
Paul
Blart
Blart
Mall
Mall.
Cop.
That's actually really funny. I have to see like an Anchorman scene
Yeah.
in the beginning.
Yes.
Paul Blart Mall Cop. And then Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. The Rising.
Yeah.
Just trying all of them out. Paul Blart Mall Cop 3.
Starring Kevin James.
Adam Sandler's
Yeah,
friend.
from the
Adam
King of
Sandler's
Queens.
friend. He had a scene with Jerry Stiller. He
Oh yeah.
yeah, Jerry Stiller was in that.
Okay.
Is it R.I.P. yet? Him?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Poor
Yeah.
Jerry.
Is it R.I.P.
Yet.
yet for him?
Is it R.I.P. yet for Grandpa? Grandpa R.I.P. yet?
Grandpa, like your Wi-Fi password. That's not his Wi-Fi password.
Well, they weren't listening in that part.
That's
so
true.
they
Okay,
had no
never
idea
mind. Never mind. Erase this.
You're
part.
talking about a joke before the podcast.
I'm asleep.
You can't get me. That's how you get out of shit.
Yeah.
You can't get me. I'm sleeping.
My eyes
Chelsea's
open.
just typing the letter R over and over again in the document. Fuck. Okay, but or what if like this Jack Bauer guy is just in the throes of a breakup or something, and that's why he can't answer? Like, does there need to be like a
No,
third
I'm
guy?
saying Jack Bauer needs to be the one. It starts with a walk. I'm thinking a bit Sorkin, where it's like it starts with him walking into the. He's like, all right, what do we have? We have this much time. What's yeah? It's almost like people are coming. All right, well, who's your general? General walks right up. He's like, and they're still walking towards like the main control room, and it's like, well, catch me up, chief. And he's like, all right, well, this is happening. Blah 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 blah. And he's like, all right, well then, how do we stop it? We just need the third key or whatever. Like this is like not as good, but
Right.
you get it. But it's like, we need the third key or whatever, a pass code. And it's like, all right, well, where is it? And then right then a phone cracks.
Hobler.
And I think
And then it's hit the phone.
right then the
cracks.
phone you get a close up of a phone crash.
Oh, you know, it would be a really cool cinematic scene if it like cut to like the if it was a feature, it'd be a title sequence. But it's just this phone falling in slow motion, and it's like the government calling, and the phone's going, and then it picks up normal speed, and it's like bam, and smashes on the ground.
Yeah.
And then that scene picks up. That'd be cool.
So have you already seen our Paul Blart?
I actually
No.
haven't seen any of them.
No.
Okay. No, I'm saying.
You're like, this is-
No, I mean not the movie.
No, but
You're like, this is
our
verbatim
character.
the film.
like you guys.
You're doing the film right now,
No,
guys.
have you? I mean, have we watching the film seen that character?
No.
yet?
I think
We
you
would
see it
introduce
once the
him
phone
with the
crashes,
phone, yeah.
and then you kind of pan up to him, and he's like,
He's not even looking at the
Brenda!
phone. He's like, yeah.
He's in his maybe his uniform or something.
yeah,
So-
and he
yeah.
doesn't even care about the phone. Yeah, he's just more like, come on, honey. Like I swear, like I don't know who it is. You added her on Facebook. I saw. Like it's like a weird.
And you think so? We think it's going to be about our Jack Bauer type guy at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's
Yes,
not.
exactly.
Yeah.
Little bait and switch.
Yeah, a little Blart and switch.
Oh no.
Oh, no. What happened?
I was sleeping.
I was sleeping.
Any joke that doesn't hit. Oh, I was sleeping.
Sorry, how long have I been out? Okay, I like that. And then it's like some kind of like we'll have to be crafty with what they are arguing
That's the
about through
thing,
the
'cause they lost the
window
rest of
and
the
like
film.
make it somehow parallel with like the world ending in a smart way.
Well, you know,
Not necessarily the world ending, but like the words could be.
Yeah.
well, I think it's be a nuke.
Hundred.
I think it's be a nuke thing, maybe. You're right. Like maybe it's
do you,
like a.
do you want it to be vague? Like, so we never know what.
Yeah, that's true. Because every time we go to the government, it could just be like a red, like flashing light, and then being like, "It's happening."
We need the key to stop it.
We
That's
need
all
the key
they
to
say,
stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, The what is it? What's the thing called in the case?
Oh
Oh,
fuck.
Red herring,
No.
mulligan,
Oh, that's close.
Carry him out.
Gaffigan? No.
Uh,
Jim Gaffigan?
Jim Gaffigan.
a MacGuffin.
MacGuffin. That's what it's called. A MacGuffin, which is explain.
Something that seems important but is not, like the light bulb in the case in Pulp Fiction.
MacGuffin element in a work of fiction that drives the plot and motivates the characters despite being relatively insignificant to the story.
Well, I mean, technically this would be significant, but we won't ever talk about what the light bulb is in the box, basically,
I
because
guess, yeah.
the thing is the backbone of the story.
No, what's insignificant is like what's the event like, in terms of like you never know, like what. Actually, I don't know if it's MacGuffin then.
Yeah.
Let's spend another 20 minutes on this, please. Let's figure this out.
No, I just realized I forgot that I was on camera and I was like processing what you were saying.
No, anytime I see fucking videos of this, I'm doing it right now. I'm like,
And then you're like, oh yeah, I'm on
I
camera.
was like, my tongue was out for a while as
I'm
I
like-
was listening.
We're gonna have a 30-second clip of just that.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I look insane. It's hard to watch for me.
To
so.
cut straight through, like my one worry about this is like, you know, the opening I love so far, but then once the phone cracks, like, what, Brenda? Like I didn't do anything. Blah blah. They're talking. It's like, how long is that the film, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is it like basically right after that? Because already you've had the fun of the like, oh, Jack Bauer's not what the movie's about, and then it's about this guy. Then basically within
Then what do
half
we
a
do?
page, someone shows up in a chopper. And they're like, son, we need to, and he's like, and now it's, imagine a general or Jack Bauer or whoever, and you're in the middle of Jack Bauer and your girlfriend, and you're like, well, I can't, and then you're literally, even though you know he's like a serious man, you're like, well, no, she's like mad at me. He's like, I don't give a fuck, the world's ending. Like maybe that's what happens, where that would be more interesting to watch maybe.
But I think like it depends on what like genre we're going, because like I feel like are we focusing on like his choice and how much he like loves her, or is it like like comedy
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm thinking like just conflict on conflict. So if it starts with conflict, then it goes to him and her conflict. I think in a short film, to get to a place where we have to have him make an emotional choice, it'll take too long to build that.
Yes.
Where it's like we go straight into like you build what the reason is, like she's mad at him for something, and then the general comes and it's like, and this isn't a pitch, we don't have to go this way, but it's like right away another conflict where now another person's involved, and now he's in the middle of this like thing of like I gotta decide my job or my girlfriend, but it's more literal as opposed to him being like, do I care about my relationship or the world?
But I feel like he needs to have one little monologue where he's like, you don't get it. She lets me do this, and like he like
That's so
lists
funny.
all the great things about her.
But like, oh, I thought you were gonna go funny with it. Like she lets me put it in her butt.
All of it, that too. Funny and good things that are like.
Maybe it starts funny and then it gets, or like it starts really good and then it gets kind of funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
As in like why he like doesn't want to
And
just
then,
give her up.
And then she overhears and then she opens the door and she runs and she hugs him and then the guy's like, what the fuck is
like,
going on?
I do let him put it in the butt.
Would it be funny to end the movie with like them resolving and it's like, you know, the chopper and the police and it's like this high angle shot and then there's just a nuke that's like
Yeah.
And
So,
then
they don't save the world.
The
basically.
general's like, I gotta call my mom.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
And
Everyone's
they all
just
choose, like, what am
they
I
all
doing?
choose love.
Yeah. And then there's one little like lady with a clipboard who's like, "Excuse me, but like the world's ending." No,
Or then-
I'll play that part.
Or do you
Jack-
or do you want to do it? It's like I gotta call my mom. It's like they're having a moment. It's like and he goes like reaches for his phone and he goes, "I had the key the whole time."
Yeah.
And then boom.
Like MacGruber.
Yeah. Oh, we're doing MacGruber right now. I just realized.
Yeah, it could end. Jack Bauer could just shoot the guy, take the key.
In the middle of the monologue, or he finishes the monologue and he's
yeah.
like, "All right, well," and he's like, "I have to do," and then when he puts the key in at the end, is like, "I have to decide one guy versus billions."
Or he's about to get in the helicopter and he looks at the guy's now widow and he's like, "What's up later?"
Yeah. He's like, "But eh."
yeah.
Or maybe he could be like, "We have reservations at fucking Alouette tonight." And then he's like, "Keep that rezo."
We're really making a MacGruber right now.
But
I don't mind that.
I do like the like little detours of like, oh, they're all like having these really brief epiphanies, like one line each of like, why am I work too hard, I don't talk to my kids, like I don't whatever, and then like the world
It
explodes.
still ends, yeah. So we don't really save him.
Yeah, and everyone learns nothing. Or
I think we're naturally heading that direction, which is not bad.
I do love just like it all being for naught in the end. It's like everyone learns a lesson, but then there's no consciousness.
well, they
after
made
that.
or they chose wrong, and the world
Yeah.
because usually
Maybe that's the moral of the
yeah. What's the point of being in the world if you don't have love?
And then as he's like, now he's finishing his sentence, love.
Yeah. The dust of the nuke
And it's
spells
like
out
the
love.
thing is like the explosion has to be so egregiously like just
Yes.
like just like fire and like explosion, and it's just disgustingly like they've been annihilated.
Yeah, like
destroyed.
Terminator skin
Yeah.
ripping off. Yeah.
You hear a few like, I'm still alive, I regret
And then
I
another one.
regret everything, and
And then another nuke.
because I actually really didn't like what was that movie, Don't Look Up, when they were just like, well,
Oh, I hated
let's all
Don't
just
Look
sit
Up.
with our
Have
family
dinner,
at the
yeah.
end. I was like,
That's
also Leo would not be with a woman over 25.
Nah, that was the biggest. Yeah, wasn't the world ending that didn't get you? You're like, no.
I'm like, wait, not realistic.
It wasn't the science.
Yeah.
That was unreal. It was that he was.
Yes.
Plot hole.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah. No, I actually didn't like. Not even just the ending. I just thought that movie was so overrated. It was so not funny.
Hey, it was fine. It's just like nowadays, like that movie's for people who don't understand what's happening in the world to be
Yes.
like, oh shit, this is kind of real.
But-
But now
but-
it's just like I'm just watching shit that I know that's happening, and I'm like
Have you
so
seen-
pained by it.
The Other Guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Other Guys, I think, is one of the funniest films, but it educates you so much about like all like the inner lendings and fraud and shit that's going on
Yes,
in like
that's true.
politics and also like in businesses. And even at the end, they do like a whole like animated thing where they teach you like how much Goldman Sachs fucked people
Right,
over and all
right.
this shit. Right? It's about that. But even though that's the whole point, it's so funny. Don't Look Up, I didn't learn much and I didn't laugh much. So I was like, what are you making? Where it's just like they're just doing like, oh my god, world's ending, but there wasn't much like enjoyment. I want to enjoy the film if you're gonna teach me something, you know what I
And
mean?
like cameo.
Yeah, just cameos on
Yeah.
cameos. Like he did The Big Short, and he's like, I think I figured it out.
Yeah.
And he just did The Big Short again. And the funny thing is, he's the same guy who the director made The Other Guys.
Oh,
So I was,
really?
yeah. So I was like, he made Big Short and Don't Look Up. Adam McKay.
Oh, it was Adam McKay. Oh.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, he knows how to do it. I don't know why he didn't do it with Don't Look Up. That's just personal.
Did you watch the Lakers show?
The Clippers show, Clipped,
Or no?
or The Winning Time.
Winning time.
Winning Time was well, season 2. They canceled after season 2, I think. Yeah.
That was Adam McKay, wasn't it?
Yeah. Season.
Okay.
You know, I want to hear a weird fact about that. So John C. Reilly, apparently Will Ferrell was supposed to play that. Adam McKay chose John C. Reilly, and now Adam McKay and Will Ferrell aren't friends anymore.
Yeah, I
Over that whole.
Oh, wow.
kerfuffle. Apparently, that's what the.
and John C. Reilly said yes, not knowing who he was replacing.
But Adam McKay, and I'll, honestly, like, I'm sure Will Ferrell would have been good, but John C. Reilly was amazing in that show.
But he had to be like a bit of a sleaze. I don't know if Will Ferrell could.
I think Will Ferrell you just laugh at, where John C. Reilly played the sleaze really well.
Yeah.
Where Will Ferrell you'd be like, oh, he's doing like a comedy thing. Where,
Or it would really turn his career. Be like, oh, he's. If he wants to be the likable dude, I think he was trying to play a villainy type guy.
Who?
Will Ferrell as like a.
Yeah. It would be a bigger stretch. Where John C. Reilly, like, nothing against Will Ferrell. I think John C. Reilly's just a better actor.
When he's played assholes. And,
Yeah, well, have you seen Magnolia? Like, not just assholes, but like just deeper characters. I mean,
Yeah.
like Magnolia is not an asshole, or Boogie Nights. Have you seen Boogie
Yeah,
Nights?
yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's so good in that.
I think one of the best scenes ever in any movie is Boogie Nights.
The cocaine scene. Yeah. Have you seen Boogie Nights?
Yeah.
With what's the name? Alfred Molina.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they didn't tell them in advance that there was going to be firecrackers going off, so all their reactions are genuine.
Yeah.
Okay, I know we're really getting off topic here.
Boogie Nights is probably top 5 for me all the
Yeah,
time. So
same.
good.
Yeah.
And it's not Christopher Nolan. I can do other films.
It's still P.T. Anderson. He's still pretty much Chris Nolan, though. It's the same ilk of like unattainable
self-indulgence.
success.
Yes.
I didn't watch the whole series, but I started watching this cartoon. I met a guy at Slam Dance who was directing it, called Carol at the End of the World.
Oh, I've heard of that too.
It's really fucking
the one
cool.
with the nun?
It's not a nun. It's like the world knows everyone knows the world's ending. There's like this planet coming to like crash into the earth, and everyone's just kind of like living their best life, but she refuses to come out of her shell. She's just this kind of like chuddy like introvert, and it's about her kind of coming in there. I just really like the idea of knowing the world is ending and choosing to talk about something else or like fix something else so you can like maybe have peace if you die or whatever, you know?
Can I say a sad thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When I was a teenager, I had a friend who she had like a brain tumor and she had it for like 10 years, and she knew she was going to die just like someday, just have a seizure and die, and she never told anyone. Only her mom and brother knew, and she lived to like 25. And then she died one day because she didn't want anyone to treat her differently, and she just wanted to like live life.
But she didn't have any side effects.
No.
So you were close with her, and you could never tell.
Never knew. Like she got a lot of headaches,
Right.
but she didn't have seizures or anything, and she just was like the happiest like person. But she tried everything. Like she wanted to do every activity. She said yes. She took no naps. She tried to
because she's like
she just wanted to live, but she didn't want people to like baby her or anything like that.
Was she extremely extroverted because of it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Very.
It's amazing, like turning something so tragic into positivity. A similar thing, I met a guy when I was a production assistant. His name was Finn. And the first day I met him, he's like, yeah, I've got an inoperable brain tumor in my brain and I could die literally any minute.
Yeah.
And I was like, that must be crazy. He's like, you know what, man? Every day is a gift. And like even us here shoveling mud to make this commercial look cool, like I'm having fun. I'm talking to a new person. And I was just like, wow, that guy fucking gets it.
But like I can't imagine like getting to that point.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Especially as a young person, like she was 16 or whatever.
Wild. Wild.
I don't have any stories. I'm sorry.
Everyone Adil's ever met is still alive.
I knew I just make one up.
Use your improv now.
I just repeat like Lion King. Like,
Like,
I had
wait a
a
minute.
friend whose dad got run over by a herd of
His name was
animals.
Mufasa.
And he had a friend who was like a warthog and like a fucking lemur.
And then his dad's brother was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, so
He could sing.
my friend could sing. He sang right after the death or before the death. Sorry.
but my God, was he prepared?
Yeah. I was about to say, and then he got hot as a teenager. What am I saying?
Oh, is that what,
Simba was a bit hot as a teenager.
yeah, but that's one of your crushes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever seen cartoon crushes as a kid was a huge thing. Like, have you seen Road to El Dorado?
No.
Okay, never mind. You won't. There's one chick in that, and I was just like,
A human?
yeah, human chick. Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, not as I'm not as like, spicy as yours, and a fucking lion.
But when he does this.
The way he does.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was a human chick that you liked.
Yeah, mine was a human.
Are
I'm
you
sorry.
finding it?
It's all animated, bro.
Which one are you talking about?
Road to El
No,
Dorado.
but it's an animated human still.
That's still.
Do you guys see her?
Yeah, she kind of. This girl.
Yeah. I love how they found like a cosplay like person who looks like her.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You're like, I've
Okay.
already seen her.
Okay, so
Okay, I have a question quickly.
Okay.
Am I the worst tangent person you've had?
no,
No,
I personally like tangents, and we're
Okay.
still doing pretty okay for time in this section.
You.
So.
No, you're
Yeah,
fine. You're
no,
fine.
we're here to just revel in your brain and whatever it gives us. But just to kind of corral it a bit and maybe.
Oh, right,
we
we're
can-
writing a script. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
So open on a government thing. It's a walk and talk like 24. Reveal they need an extra key or they need a third, fourth man for something. Can't get a hold of Key Guy because Key Guy is in the midst of a breakup. The government shows up to confront him. They talk about life and love, end up wasting time / choosing love. Maybe bomb explodes.
Yeah.
I think that works. Is there? I think that works great. I think is there, and we can always in the writing figure more out. But is there anything else you'd add to that?
Did you put like the other people have brief epiphany, but it doesn't.
Oh.
But it doesn't matter.
Brief
Like maybe when they
yes.
show up, it's not just one guy that shows up. It's like three people, and then one of them stands up and goes, "No, you know what? He's doing the right thing. Because if the world ends and we can't save it, then at least we should blah blah blah, and I should call my mom or whatever."
Yeah.
And then another person says something else. Like we could maybe have a moment of just epiphanies.
Yeah.
Does except that does our main guy Jack Bauer, who's not Jack Bauer, does he have one, or is he the only one who's like, you guys are idiots? Like,
Does he just shoot the guy? Like that's
Or does he just turn around and start shooting the bomb and then it ends? He's like, all right, fuck this. Do.
he's just shooting.
Just
The
start shooting
you know
the
what?
nuke.
Real Jack Bauer has grabbed the bomb and like run and been like like chucked it or like thrown it into the water.
Or does
Wait,
he get in?
that's-
Or does he get in the chopper and he's like, "I got this," and he just goes and like kamikaze runs
Because
it.
well, that's the thing. It's a very Rick and Morty thing where it's like I love when they say something really like if he's like you know what,
Like
if you guys
point-
are gonna help me, I'll do it myself. He gets in the chopper and he gets up and they're like, what's he? And they're like, and he's like, I got this. And he just goes and they're watching it and just explodes into it and doesn't stop it at all. And they're all just like, did he think that was gonna help?
Yeah.
I just love when a hero
Yeah.
like overextends and it's just crushed. Like the
They
other
can't
guys,
do it.
when Samuel L. Jackson, The Rock jump, aim for the bushes. Do you remember that scene where they're both like at the top of a building? At the beginning, it's like Sam Jackson and The Rock, and they're playing like these fucking epic cops, like really like on the nose, and they're just like on the top of a building, and these guys like robbers like get away, and they're like, huh, you thinking what I'm thinking? Aim for the bushes, and they jump. And it's like a very like just majestic scene of them gliding and they're gonna make it because they've been so far doing everything perfect, and then just smush, just splat on the ground.
Oh, I forgot that.
Funniest.
and they
fucking shit.
died.
Just die. It's like 10 minutes into the film, and you're like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Oh, because
It's so-
then
it's
it's the
about Will
other
Ferrell,
guys,
yeah.
right? It's kind of like the beginning of MacGruber, the movie when he assembles the A team and then
And they
Yeah.
all die.
blows
right?
them all up.
It's
yeah.
like Deadpool 2.
I didn't
And
see
you didn't see
Deadpool 2.
Oh. Where
Which
like all
kind of, I
these,
probably should if I'm gonna go see the new
Did
one.
you see
I'm-
Twisters too?
I did not
No.
see Twisters.
dude, Devin can't stop talking about it. It's the funniest shit.
She loves it. I hated it.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't hate it.
Well, they were just like talking about how it's good, but also funny because it's so stupid. Some of the
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, the dialogue's bad.
Yeah.
Dialogue's bad. Maybe the Jack Bauer guy, while they're all like having these moments, he just grabs the key and like saves the world, and they're like, "You're the real hero," like to the guy. With
Oh, that's
the
funny. And he
girlfriend.
gets a Nobel, and cut to like the ending where it's like they're giving him like a Nobel Prize.
Or he doesn't get it, and then just like it's like a spinning newspaper, and it's like Jack Bauer on the cover, and then like very
Oh,
small, it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
guy sex with girlfriend
In the
in,
butt.
in front of general, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know.
There's some funny kind of womp womp ending, but maybe like we earn it with beautiful comparisons to life and love and
Because
epiphanies.
another one, and again, now I'm like, if we're gonna go silly, let's go silly if we want. Like if we do the thing where he's like, I got this, and he takes and he just blows up, and they're like, well, that was, and they're all just like, that was dumb, right? That was pretty stupid. Okay, cool. And then it cuts to like, okay, they get a call. The president or general gets a call. The other one who's with them, and he's like, hello, and the guy at the control room is like, yeah, we kind of screwed up. We actually had the key the whole time. So they saved the world, and Jack Bauer died for no reason. Obviously, you
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
do more dialogue there. And
Yeah,
more
yeah,
like,
yeah.
He could have, maybe they had his daughter on the phone. He chose not to talk to her. He chose to be a hero. He chose the wrong.
like Bauer, right?
Yeah.
He didn't choose love.
Yeah. And that's why he died.
Oh yeah, that's kind of like there's a cool little lesson in that.
Yeah.
Daughter.
He's like, talk to your daughter, Jack. I don't have time for this. And he just gets in the chopper.
Yes, but then
Jack, you're gonna regret this. Fuck this. I got this. And then he just,
dies in vain.
like the world's gonna end anyway. Like what do you? And then
not if I have anything to do with it.
yeah.
He should be just Mr. One-liners. Like he's just very like, Mr. Fucking, I'll be back.
But like
You know?
we don't, and we. It's like, you know, those heroes were they're supposed to be like gruff, and then you eventually like them. Like we just never.
Never
like
like,
he's just a
he's
piece
trying
of
too
shit.
hard, basically. Yeah.
trying
It's just like so annoying. So shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're in a good place. I
Yeah.
think we could write the fuck out of this.
I think we got enough to go off and put her on
Yeah,
paper.
what do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you awake?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it. And now, the key. Interior Pentagon tunnels night. A plainclothed man, Jack Strike, 40s, bursts through a set of double doors into the bustling tunnels of the Pentagon. His quick stride is matched by General Hanks, who speaks with urgency. We received word at 1300 hours.
How much time do we have?
The bomb is supposedly heading toward the city as we speak.
Supposedly, how much time do we have?
Cadet O'Brien joins the walk-and-talk, handing a stack of documents to the general. Strike rips them from his hands.
We've got eyes in the sky and the launch has been confirmed.
So, not so supposedly anymore, is it?
Supposedly?
Did I stutter?
A long, uncomfortable beat as the cadet conjures a response. General Hank interjects. Cadet, this is Agent Jack Strike. You will report to him. The cadet goes white when he hears the name.
Strike? Oh God, I'm so sorry.
You can go ahead and kill yourself. That's an order, cadet.
An officer joins the group, keeping pace. He hands the general a coffee, but Strike yanks it from his hands, chugs it, and tosses the cup before angrily screaming at the officer.
How much time do we have?
Officer, this is Agent Strike. You will report to him.
Oh fuck, I'm so sorry.
Keep bringing me coffee and I might let you live.
Strike looks over to the first cadet.
Why aren't you dead yet?
The cadet glances nervously at General Hanks.
We have have some good news and bad news.
A 2-course meal. Love it. Bad news. Let's go.
There's a nuke headed towards New York. Our best estimate is T-minus 15 minutes to impact.
God damn. Here's hoping you made a hell of a dessert.
Sir?
The good news. Lay it on me.
Oh, our systems are set up to retaliate. There's a key. If turned at the right time...
And let me guess. Every locksmith in this fair city is busy today.
Locksmith, sir?
The guys that make the keys.
I know what locksmiths are, but they're more lock pickers than key makers, or...
Who the fuck makes keys then?
The cadet clears his throat.
A key maker?
The general jumps in. Yeah, like at a hardware store, they have those little machines that... Strike pounds his fist on a wall.
Guys, just because they legalize marijuana doesn't mean you can smoke it before work, okay? You're telling me you need a key, but we don't have the key?
Oh, we have a key.
Okay.
We just...
Agent Strike grabs the cadet by the collar and pins him against the wall.
Well, then the next words out of your mouth better be one of two things. The whereabouts of this goddamn key or your last fucking breath before you kill yourself.
Pickles has it.
Strike grabs the cadet by the neck and chokes him.
You gave it to a dog?
No, sir. Jim. Jim Pickles. He's our concierge.
Agent Strike screams.
You gave it to the coat check guy?
He only does that in the winter.
Strike drops the cadet, who crumples to the floor.
Jesus Christ. And where is this pitiful excuse for national security?
Off the cadet's nervous look, we cut to exterior lawn meanwhile. Operatic music plays as a cell phone falls through the air in slow motion. On the screen, we see a call is coming in. The caller ID reads, The Pentagon. After a serene moment, time passes normally, and the phone lands unceremoniously on the ground and shatters. Tilts up to reveal Jim Pickles in all of his ordinary glory. Jim shields his eyes from the sun as he watches his belongings fly out of an open window. Brenda, what are you doing? Brenda, his girlfriend, looks out the window and chucks a lamp at him. It smashes on the ground next to his feet. Not a very bright idea.
Don't try and charm me with your puns. You know I love them.
Honey, I do love you. I don't want it to be lights out for us. She's about to smile, but she catches herself.
Stop it.
She tosses a shoe and almost hits him.
That was for adding random women to Facebook.
I didn't. I thought that girl was your aunt.
You thought my aunt was a big-titted 25-year-old girl from Ukraine asking for money?
You said you had family abroad.
I meant Texas. Why do you always have to be so gullible, Jim?
That's why I have you, babe. You're the smart one, and the pretty one, and the nice one, and...
That's not gonna work.
I'm sorry. It was a mistake. Come on. I need to get back to work.
If you leave right now, do not come back, Jim. Choose me for once.
Cut to interior bedroom. As the yelling continues, the camera moves over to their side table, where an important-looking key sits. In the background, we see a gnarly automatic weapon. Cut to interior helicopter. Hanks and Strike sit next to each other as the chopper heads toward Pickles' house.
And so the American dream rests in the hands of a guy named Pickles?
It's standard practice to issue a last resort key to someone separated from the situation.
And this Pickles clown knows he's in some hot vinegar right now?
He can be trusted. He's a sweet... Oh, boy. The house comes into view, and they see the clothes being tossed out the window.
That our guy?
Affirmative.
Looks pathetic.
Cut to exterior lawn continuous. The chopper hovers in the air and drops a ladder. Strike and Hank slide down it. Pickles snaps to attention. Sir! Son, we have 5 minutes to save the world. What?
Oh, look at that. Let me guess. The general is here to bail you out of this argument. How convenient.
I'm gonna need just a minute, please, Brenda. Strike walks over and grabs Pickles by the collar with one hand and pats down his pockets with the other.
We don't have time for this. The world as we know it is going to end if you don't hand over that key.
Pickles struggles to speak through his constricted trachea.
My car keys? Why would I want your car keys?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, you came in a chopper? Why do you need my car?
The key to stop the nuke, you imbecile!
Oh, okay. Wait, nuke? You mean that key? Oh, yeah, sure. Well, it's inside, and, well, Brenda... Strike puts him down and cocks his pistol.
Where?
It's on my nightstand, next to my... A burst of automatic gunfire is heard. Cut to the window where Brenda brandishes an AK-47.
Back off, everyone. I know how to use this. I have family in Texas.
The general speaks up. Gentlemen, step aside. I've got this. I have 3 sisters, 2 daughters, and a feisty wife. I know how to talk to women. He addresses Brenda. Brenda, honey, listen, you don't understand. The world is ending.
No shit, my world is ending. My boyfriend is a cheat, and he only cares about the wrong things, like this stupid key.
She waves the key around carelessly, and the men say,
No. Brenda.
Pickles looks at the general and agent. I'm sorry, sir. She's real mad. See, I accidentally added her Ukrainian aunt to Facebook, and Stryker holsters his gun and sighs. He looks up at Brenda.
Pickles, shut up. Everybody back up. Brenda, is that your name?
Brenda turns off the safety of her gun.
Who's asking?
My name is Jack Strike. I guess I work with Pickles here. Listen, I don't know what this unfortunately named idiot has done to deserve it, but listen to an old fool and forgive him. He loves you. Look at him.
Cut to Pickles, trying to reassemble the broken lamp, sobbing.
The world is about to end and he's here trying to save your relationship. Forgiveness is a hell of a thing. Something I should have done myself many a time. And maybe, just maybe, I wouldn't have ended up alone. The world can be saved, but it will mean nothing if you don't have each other to share it with.
General Hanks wipes away a tear. He looks up at the window. Brenda is gone. Then she bursts through the front door and runs straight into Pickles' arms.
Jim, you're the only light bulb I ever want to screw.
Oh, honey, that was terrible.
What? It was a pun.
It really wasn't, but I am quite turned on right now. They giggle and kiss. General Hanks walks over to Strike and shows him his watch. 45 seconds remain on a timer. It's too late.
Oh well, at least I didn't die alone.
I wish I was with my family right now. The watch begins to beep and they all close their eyes, but nothing happens. Cut to interior of the Kremlin, meanwhile. We see 2 Russians looking at surveillance footage of the heartwarming scene. They press the abort launch button. That was beautiful. Maybe Americans not so bad after all.
Why don't you ever say nice things to me like that, Vlad?
Alexei, we're co-workers.
So?
And cousins. We could never.
Not with that attitude.
Finn!
In conclusion,
Well, that was fun.
I really liked it.
What a great day. Really
Very
nice to spend some time and
You
working
were
on creative
this is our
shit.
season finale, so thank you so much for being
Yeah.
part of that. Like, that was
Gosh,
pretty
I'm
epic.
glad I didn't know that in advance. I might have been more. No, I wouldn't have been more organized. I would have tried.
Oh, no, there's no need to be organized.
Okay,
It
that's
was,
good.
we
Yeah, you
just
would've
want
been 2 in your heads now.
the raw brain, you know?
Good. Raw, awake brain.
Yeah.
So anything cool coming up to plug other than playing shows every Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Yes, I'm at Second City. They don't need. Well, no, maybe they need the advertising. I don't know. I'm at Second City Thursday, Friday, Saturday. What else?
What's the name of the show you're in?
Oh, it's changed.
Oh, really?
The show is called It's Changed.
Yes, it's called.
It's still Party in the Front, right?
No.
Oh, what?
It's
They changed
now-
the title?
Yes,
What's it called?
it's called The Best of Second City.
Okay. Wow.
it part-time
Oh.
It's mostly
Oh, right,
archive.
you
We
tell-
write
yeah,
like
yeah.
part of it, and then part of like the best of scenes from Chicago, from Toronto.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturdays at Second City.
Yep,
That's amazing.
and it's going till November. You can see that. Where else am I? I don't know. I'm around.
You're around.
If you're in Toronto, then you will be able to see Chelsea.
If people see you in Toronto and they're walking by, do you want them to rush over and hug you or say hi or keep
Yes.
the distance?
If it's in the daytime, just make sure I'm like fully mentally awake.
As you're walking through the city?
Yes.
You've walked through the city sleeping?
Yes, I drive. Who
Wow.
wants to be in a car with me?
Wait, you've actually had narcoleptic episodes while driving?
No.
Okay.
No. I blast music and air
Yeah,
in
smart,
my
smart.
face.
Yeah,
or have like
that's
someone in the
fair.
car just talking to you.
That's
Yes,
fair.
and I have medication.
Okay. It's called cocaine.
Yeah. It's called day cocaine.
Day cocaine? It's like day coke, night coke.
Yeah.
Day coke,
Just
night coke.
day speed.
Just yellow and purple powder. But I guess today we learned a little bit about love. We learned a little bit about the world ending.
What's important if the world were to end?
It's what locksmiths do, I think, is
We
very...
learned that
Yes.
mostly, yeah. Well, not really.
I learned that, well, I suggested that they have concierge at the White House, but they might.
They probably do.
I'm watching The West Wing right now. I haven't seen a concierge character yet, but I'll let you know if it pops up.
Did you watch Scandal?
No.
Well,
Is Scandal about the White House?
yes.
Oh, of course. Right.
She fixes stuff.
Oh, she's the fixer?
Yeah.
She's like the closer, but for the White House?
Yes, I believe there's someone who checks people in.
Oh, yeah, and like does the media training and stuff for like... Yeah, I remember that show.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
All right, thanks for the plug on Scandal.
it's over. It's pretty good though.
Are you in it? Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Today's episode is brought to you by Scandal. Do you like Scandal?
Then watch.
No? Try
Scandal.
Sandals Resorts.
But do you like people making out against a wall
I love that.
in a White House?
Yeah. That's all every episode.
Let's be fair, any color house will do.
Yes, as long as
Are they
there's a
making out against the
wall.
wall? I don't care about the color.
It's speaking my language.
As long as there's kissing and giggling, which I added to the script.
Yeah.
Yes.
And my favorite thing you added was all the men go, oh no, etc.
And then I looked at you guys. I thought we were all gonna go, oh, but then no one did, and you just described.
He literally described. I loved it. It was so fun. All the men go, oh no, etc. It's like,
We could actually record a little layer of that if we wanted to.
Yeah,
right
we
now.
better.
Okay.
yeah, that's what's missing.
And I'll record
Yeah.
some more
Giggles.
for the giggle and kiss part.
Yeah,
only.
yeah.
Yes.
All right.
This is a very fun. This is a very fun.
This is a very fun.
This is a very
the
fun.
sleep hitting.
Yes.
Well,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you for
Any
joining
notes
us.
for us for the future for the podcast?
No. I liked. At first, I wasn't doing anything. I was just watching and chiming in. But then I started doing some typing.
I saw you started enjoying yourself. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, yeah.
I was
a nice
I'll
way
add
to-
jokes that might get deleted.
Nice way to spend an afternoon, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we'd love to have you back.
Yeah.
I would
Fuck
love
yeah.
that.
Sweet.
What about how's your hangover?
Much better.
Yeah.
It helped.
Nice.
The coffee helped. The tacos helped. But most importantly,
Love.
the script.
Oh.
But most importantly,
Love.
helped.
All right. Well,
And on that note,
see you next week.
boy.
No Rewrites is produced by Adil Shamsi and Jono Hunter. Edited by Justin Stevenson. Sound designed by Aaron Harastovic. Some additional voices performed by Katie Trudeau. And the stuff in between segments was recorded by Kevin Brown. If you have an idea for a prompt, email us at norewritesPodcast@gmail.com or DM us at norewritespodcast on Instagram. No Rewrites is an independent show, so please make sure to like and subscribe and tell your friends, please. Thank you.